Hello G6, it's English time again with me, Miss Rihanna. Now we're still at Unit 6. Please open your class book, page 58. Okay, it's about reading skills, so look at the text and listen and read the text. Let's hear it. Track 53.
Listening 53. Listen and read.
Computers. Fun facts.
Who invented the computer?
In 1833, a British inventor, Charles Babbage, made plans for a mathematical machine. It was the beginning of the first computer. Babbage spent 37 years trying to build his machine, but there were many complications, and he died before he finished it. The first computer was finally created in 1946. It was called the Small-Scale Experimental Machine.
How big was the first computer?
The first computer was huge. It filled a large room and weighed over 30,000 kilos. That's the same as 6 adult male elephants. Luckily, as technology has grown, computers have got smaller. Today, you can even buy a computer that's the size of a small mobile phone.
Why is a mouse called a mouse?
The first computer mouse was invented by Douglas Engelbart in around 1964. It was a little wooden box on wheels that could move an on-screen cursor. It was called a mouse because the wire that connected it to the computer looked like a tail. Luckily, a computer mouse is much smaller now and is usually made of plastic. However, it still looks like the first mouse that was made.
When did the World Wide Web begin?
The World Wide Web was invented by Tim Berners-Lee and Robert Cailliau in 1990. It was immediately successful, and in 4 years, 50 million people were using it. Today, billions of email messages are sent across the world every day. It is difficult to imagine life without it, as the World Wide Web has changed the world.
How many computers are there in the world today?
In the early 1940s, the president of the computer company IBM said, "I think there is a world market for about 5 computers." However, today there are more than 1 billion computers in the world. Computers became much more important in the world than anyone ever expected.
Baik, selesai bacaan kita ya. Ternyata dulu komputer itu ukurannya sangat besar ya. It was huge, besar sekali. Now, let's read again and match. Charles Babbage never built a computer. Why? Yes, because he died before he finished it. Okay? The first computer was very, very heavy here. About 30,000 kilos. That's the same as 6 adult male elephants. So here will be A. Oops, why did I write S? Okay. And then the first computer mouse, F, was a box on a wheel. Yeah, was a box on a wheel. F here. And then 2 men invented the World Wide Web. Siapa saja? It's Tim Berners-Lee, ada di quiz yang pertemuan sebelumnya ya. And Robert Cailliau. So 2 men invented the World Wide Web or WWW. The World Wide Web became popular very quickly. And the last one, in the 1940, the president of the president of IBM, so sorry, didn't think computer would be popular because he said that time, he think it's only about 5 computer, for the world market, but now it was like billion computers. So this one is E. Okay. Okay, next. Find the words in the article and then write the answer. You can look at your workbook, page 126 until 134. It was like a small or a mini dictionary with all of these words and the definition, of course. Number 1. Chefs like to create new dishes when they cook. Harry's house is blah blah blah. It's much bigger than ours. So, much bigger? Huge. The new robot is blah blah blah. We're not sure what it can do yet. So, it's still experimental. Masih percobaan, ya. There's a big blah 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 for chocolate. Lots of people buy it. There's a big market atau pasar atau konsumennya banyak. I move the blah 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 around my computer screen. Cursor. Cursor itu tanda panah, ya, yang ada di komputer kalian. Tapi kalau tidak salah, kalian bisa mengubah, ya, itu jadi bentuk tanda panah atau bentuk lainnya. There was not a single blah blah blah. It went very well. Complication. Tidak ada masalah sama sekali. Berjalan sangat lancar. Complication. Okay. We were talking, so the teacher asked us to be quiet immediately. Sekarang juga jangan berisik, kata gurunya. Number 8, the new blah 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 gave a talk to everybody in the company. The new president. Presiden ini artinya pemimpin dari suatu perusahaan, ya. Sama seperti pemimpin di negara kita juga disebut presiden. Okay, this one was going to be your listening test, your speaking test. We will skip. And now it's writing skill. We're talking about a research report, laporan. Kalian sudah belajar dalam bahasa Indonesia bagaimana menulis laporan. Harus ada pembuka, harus ada isi, dan ada penutup atau kesimpulan. Quite the same, ya. First, title of course, and who write it. And then first we write an introduction explaining what the research report is about. Di sini, sama seperti di bahasa Indonesia, kalian memberikan pembuka tentang apa laporan ini. Here, for my research project, I wanted to find out how the internet works. Everyone around the world can access the World Wide Web. But how is this possible? Itu pembukanya. And then, untuk isi, we can write headings for each section of the report. Ini heading, kayak subjudulnya gitu, ya. Baru di bawahnya dijelaskan. For example, internet cables. Ceritakan tentang kabel-kabel internet. Where are the cables? Do the cables ever break? Why do the cables break? Yeah. And then we can use question as headings when we want to give the answer in the section of the report. Bentuk headingnya ini boleh bentuk tanda tanya sehingga nanti kalian menceritakan dalam kalimat penjelasnya, ya. And we can give quotes from people who know a lot about topics, ya, the topics. Jadi kalian bisa memasukkan quote atau kutipan-kutipan dari orang yang terkenal yang memang paham tentang apa yang kita bicarakan. Contohnya, the scientist Brad Jennings explained why there are lots of cables. So when one cable breaks, it isn't a problem. It's only when they all break at the same time that the internet stop working. Jadi ternyata kabel di internet itu sangat banyak, ya. Kabel-kabel yang untuk menghubungkan koneksi internet itulah kenapa sangat banyak, sehingga ketika rusak satu tidak terlalu bermasalah untuk semuanya. Okay. I like this one. Where are the cables, ya? The cables need to reach all the countries, but there are huge ocean in between the countries, so the cable lie on the bottom of the sea. Whoa, look at the picture. It's amazing, yeah. Okay, and then we can put fact or figures in the report, but we must check that they are true. Jadi kalian bisa memasukkan fakta. Ingat, itu harus fakta, bukan hoax, ya. For example, why do the cable breaks? They can break because of earthquakes, fishing net, or even shark bites. Normally, a cable breaks every year at some point and needs to be repaired. The answer that you give in your report should be a fact. Ya, harus fakta. Tidak boleh hanya dikira-kira. Ya, atau kalian dengar dari orang lain, kalian harus cari dulu apakah benar. Itulah kenapa di setiap laporan kalau yang lengkap itu pasti ada sumbernya. Nah, okay, so we will do this. Where are the internet cables? It said under lies on the bottom of the sea. How often do the internet cables break? Every year at some point and need to be repaired. Kalian bisa menjawabnya dari bacaan. Okay. Robots. B. It's a heading. Contohnya, subjudul ya. Contohnya seperti ini nih. Misalnya kalian berbicara tentang robot. Nanti ada di situ kalian jelaskan. Every cable has 7 layers of plastic to protect it. Apa itu? Ya, it's a fact. See? My research report is on how internet cable are repaired. It's an introduction. Kalimat pembuka. Ken Smith says robots are very important in repairing bricks. It's a quote. Karena kita mengambil kutipan katanya. Kata siapa? Kata Ken Smith. How do robots repair breaks in the cable? Is a question as a heading. Jadi subjudul yang menggunakan pertanyaan. Okay, I think that's a wrap for now. After this, please do your workbook in which page you may check after this. And if you have any question, just contact me. Thank you, see you, and bye-bye.